That's so funny. I've been talking this whole time and I've been muted. So waiting for my friends, and we'll be starting soon. In the reads. Oh gosh. You ready, my friend? Yeah. All right. All right. All right, my friends. So David's doing IT works on his PC, so he doesn't have to turn off his monitor. So that's the only reason why he's the exception right now. All right. Cheese balls? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. How am I higher level than you though? I'm just gonna have.
6.
Yeah. How do I have a better Pokemon than you though? I have a shadow registry.
What else do you
There's pretzels.
That's some pretzels?
I'm trying to save up my rare candy to get enough.
Wait, what do you want, Charlie?
He's looking at the snack table.
He wants cheese balls?
He wants cheese balls.
They're right there.
But he's looking at what other options there are. So the options are on that table.
Did you just meow?
Meow?
I can't believe you've done this.
I have a hard time hearing you. Let me put you up a bit. Yes, Char? Yeah, pretzels? Okay. I'll still say 6. And luckily pretzels are dry, so I think pretzels won't be no problem if you want. You don't have to wash your hands after having pretzels. So they come dry. They're a dry good. I will use wipe your hands, like maybe on your pants or something, so you don't put crumbs on the keyboard.
Right, get your salt.
So hey, Jason, my friend.
Yeah.
Talking to Big Jason. Sorry, Little Jason. Yeah, he's my cousin Jason.
The Big J.
We got like multiple Jasons, multiple Davids. I have a cousin David and a friend David. I have a cousin Justin. No, my cousin Justin, cousin Jason, and a friend Jason. Yeah. So just updating you. We're gonna be going through reading, and then I'll be in the state to talk and hang out.
Oh, no worries, man.
All right. All right, we're start. Love you, Jason.
Love you too, kissy.
Kissy, kissy, kisses. Ooh. Saucy. All right. The reason for all this is as follows. So remember, like, Paul has a right as a preacher of the gospel to ask for supports, but he doesn't, so that no one can. So he can set the example. So that it's before all the practices, especially by the sophists and all the philosophers in the time, was that you charge for like more deeper knowledge in the way. But he was showing like this is for everyone. There is no charge. All right. The reason for all this is as follows. I am indeed free from everyone, but I have enslaved myself to everyone, so I can win all the more. I became like a Jew to the Jews, to win Jews. I became like someone under the law to the people who are under the law, even though I am not myself under the law, so I can win those under the law. To the lawless, I became like someone lawless, even though I'm not lawless before God, but under the Messiah's law, so that I could win the lawless. I became weak to the weak to win the weak. I have become all things to all people, so that in all ways I might save some. To do it all because of the gospel, so that I can be a partner in its benefits.
Well, I finished my 6 just in time.
Nice. You gonna put this back before commentary?
Yeah.
Commentary.
No, I'm gonna scream it.
You gonna scream commentary?
Commentary! I was gonna scream louder. Commentary!
All right, David. What part's this?
Bible.
Hey,
Oh, okay. Please, no more screaming. My ears are not thinking. I'm not thanking you right now.
It's actually commentary, David.
All right. All right. Starting reading. Oh, we could put some music on. Put it low. Boop. One of the greatest thinkers and statesmen of the Roman world a century before Paul was Cicero. He was a sophisticated philosopher, a brilliant lawyer, a politician, and above all, a passionate believer in the glory of Rome. He argued that Rome was naturally free. Other cities and nations were by nature slaves, but Rome was by nature free. Rome had a fine republican system of government. Her citizens were free people. Other nations should be grateful when Rome came in and took them over. Rome was sharing the gift of freedom. As a backhanded compliment to him, one of his political rivals managed to get him exiled, and in his absence had a gang of thugs destroy his house and build a statue of the goddess Liberty where it had stood. Cicero's boast didn't last long. He came back after his brief exile, but he died in the civic purges that swept through Rome after the death of Julius Caesar. He was considered too dangerous to be allowed to live. He might start criticizing the new regime that was coming to birth. The new regime, having got him and many others out of the way, was quick to declare that freedom had been restored. It's what every regime wants to tell its subjects, not least when it is in fact enslaving them. As well as their rights, the Corinthian teachers prided themselves on their freedom. Kind of like sounds like today in the United States. What's great about the United States? It's freedom! As well as their rights, the Corinthian teachers prided themselves on their freedom. This had several aspects. They were free because Corinth, as a Roman colony, had freedoms and rights that other cities didn't. They were free because, in the popular philosophies of the day, people who had true knowledge and wisdom, as they thought they had discovered true human freedom. And now they were free because, as Christians, those who had previously been under the Jewish law were now free from it. And all of them were now free from the corruption of the world as a whole. So now they could do what they liked, or could they? In the chapter so far, Paul had argued that he has rights as an apostle, but has chosen not to make use of them. But he began the discussion by saying that he was free. He returned to this theme by pointing out, again in order to serve as an example to them, that he is free in all the important senses, but has made himself slave of all. Again, for the sake of the gospel. All right, here's a Klitsch pointer. Are you ready, Char? His overall point is to make them see that Christian freedom is not freedom to do what you like, but freedom from all the things that stop you being the person God really wants you to be, which is freedom for the service of God and the gospel. So we do say, as followers of Jesus, that we're free, but now we're free to pursue the good things of God and the gospel. Love the other. All this is still only an example of his main point. But once again, what he says shines a light on what he does as an apostle and the reasons why he does it. His statement together built up a picture of his many-sided vocational work and of his self-understanding. His opening line is a familiar paradox. Free from everything and now a slave to everyone. As he said in chapter 7, verse 22, the Christian slave is the Lord's freedman, and the Christian free person is the Messiah's slave. Get out here, dogs. Out.
Wiener dog, get it?
You just call me a butt dog? How dare you?
Get it, wiener dog?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm craving some hot dogs.
I want one. Look at all cooking with chicken.
The only dogs I have are the really spicy ones, though. I don't think you want those.
That spicy stuff sucks.
Oh, dude, I boldly disagree with you. Spicy stuff is tasty. All right, continue. As he said in chapter 7, verse 22, the Christian slave is the Lord's freedman, and the Christian free person is the Messiah's slave. Freedom is important, but in Christian terms, it is never the freedom of a subatomic particle to whiz around in all directions in an apparently random fashion. All right, another. Are you ready for this clutch? It is always freedom for the Messiah, for God's people, for those who need the gospel. Paul describes the ways in which he has become slave to all. The ways in which, in other words, he has happily curtailed his own complete freedom for the sake of the gospel. Oh yeah, yours is muted. Boop. Fixed. The point is that there are people out there beyond the present Christian fellowship who need to be won. A word he uses 5 times in this passage before finally changing it to save. The word is used not so much of winning a prize, but of making significant profit on an investment. God has invested everything in the gospel, including his own very self in the person of Jesus, his son. Now he wants to gain something back from it, namely the people of all sorts and conditions whose lives will be won through the gospel. That's really good. So it's like, you know how investments work, Char? Yeah. And so Yahweh put a huge investment, and that is in Jesus, so that there could be a huge crop. And guess what? You're part of that crop. God has invested everything in the gospel, including his own very self in the person of Jesus, his son. Now he wants to gain something back from it, namely the people of all sorts and conditions whose lives will be won through the gospel. Paul begins astonishingly by describing how he had become as though a Jew to Jews, astonishingly because, of course, Paul was himself a Jew and was capable of making quite a point of this on occasion. He could not have put it like this if he regarded Christianity as simply a sub-branch of Judaism. It is a new thing, a fulfillment, no longer bound by ethnic or geographical identity. But what does he mean by saying that he became as though a Jew to the Jews? Presumably, that he has continued to go to the synagogue and take part in the prayer and liturgy, using the opportunity to tell them about Jesus as the Messiah. That, indeed, is the only explanation for why he continued to be beaten, accepting the official discipline of the synagogue for the sake of the opportunities it afforded. Had he not gone, the beating would not have occurred. Synagogue authorities had no right to beat someone not under their discipline. His next line is similar, but more focused. To those under the law, I became as one under the law, even though I am not myself under the law. This means, more specifically, that while presenting the gospel to Jewish people in groups, he has prepared to observe customs and key commands of the law, presumably meaning by this that he will keep the Sabbaths and the food laws. Paul knows that his justification, God's regarding him as part of his true people, didn't depend on these observances. If anyone tries to suggest that they did, Paul would have been ready with the entire argument of the letter to the Galatians. That's what he means when he says that he is not himself under the law. But once that was clear, Paul was ready to submit to any restrictions upon his liberty in the Messiah if it would bring the gospel to more people and win them for God's kingdom. He then turns the point around in verse 21. There are many people, indeed the majority of the human race, who are without God's law. That is the natural condition of the Gentile. And Paul has become like one of them, living alongside them, without regard for the regulations of the Jewish law, which would have set him apart from the very people he was called to speak to most particularly. Just as he was quick to comment in the previous verse that he was not himself under the law, so he is quick to say here that he is not a lawless person himself in God's eye. He is under a new kind of law altogether, the law which consists of the Messiah and his whole way of life. Finally, he comes to a point which we may suppose has been in his mind all along. The point he really wants to rub in for the sake of those in Corinth who wants to use their rights and their freedom to do whatever they like, irrespective of the conscience of other people in the church. To the weak, I became weak, to win the weak. If people had weak conscience, in a sense he set out in chapter 8, 7-13, he would happily go along with them, anything for the sake of the gospel and the people it was meant to be winning. This leads him to the famous statement, I have become all things to all people, so that in all ways, or by all means, I might save some. Are you ready for another clinch?
Yep.
Paul's rights, his freedoms, are as nothing. What matters is whether people are being won for God, being saved from the corrupting wickedness around and within them, being rescued from darkness and brought into the light. This statement has sometimes been understood as though it meant that Paul was a mere pragmatist, a spin doctor, twisting his message this way and that to suit different audiences. That's not what he's saying. The message remains constant. It is the messenger who must swallow his pride, who must give up his rights, who must change his freedom into slavery. Woe betide those who trim the message so that they don't have to trim themselves. All right, we can start, friend. Were you able to get access to your Steam? I'm kind of curious on your Steam list.
Oh, Charlie. I think how to drop ball. Bro, he said die.
talking to cousins.
Charlie, you ready? I'm gonna break my neck.
But yeah, go ahead and boot the game once you get it, and then like just go through a little bit at the beginning, get yourself familiar.
Snap. You fall back down to the lobby. You can like look up.
Ethan,
Yeah.
there you are.
Sorry, I'm gonna stay AFK for a bit.
No, it's cool. We have a friend here also who's just getting back into gaming. Will be joining us on Fridays. Are you still like staying up to like 10:30, or was that just a moment?
I think that was just a moment.
Ah, says.
Like sometimes if I go to like the game store on Fridays, I'll stay up late.
Okay.
With this dynamite.
Because Friday is also like when
Oh, snap.
no, as long as it's global. Like you notice it says Steam Global. That's all that matters.
Oh, I see it.
It like when you go like use your thing, it will automatically transfer. It'll like it will do the conversion. So like $3 in euro is like $5 in US.
I got hit by the explosives and then I used my balloon.
But yeah, so we like start between like 8:30 every Friday. So I thought maybe I don't know, if you're able to, it'd be really cool if you could join us.
I don't know, what you guys playing lately?
Right now we're going through Starbound.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was game was even a thing.
Oh, I hit level 1.
No, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it. And not. Ow.
Let me know when you're leaving. I'll give you a hug.
Charlie, I'm gonna break my head open.
Sorry, what do you say, Jason?
I forgot that game was even a thing.
Ouch! I just hit a rock.
Okay, I need to bring you up.
What's this boy
Oh, actually, you know what?
dynamite?
I'm going to go next level. I'm going to put a headset on because I got loud brohemes right next to me. It makes it really hard to.
Oh,
Alright.
Screaming children.
Children.
Oh, Charlie, I see you. I'm flying.
a flying like zooming.
Sorry, what do you say?
Ooh.
I forgot Starbound was even a thing.
Yeah,
Bro,
it just
my
turned
head
out.
hit the edge of
Davis
the
suggested
railing
it,
there, and I
and
landed on the
we've been
dynamite.
every Friday
No,
slowly
it's gonna
progressing
hit the
through it,
dynamite. My head's gonna get-
and
hit
then
the
bringing
dynamite.
everyone else all along for it.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh.
This one's gonna hurt.
All right, bring them down. There we go. There we go. I should be able to hear you loud and clear. But yeah, it's been pretty fun as a group to go through.
Oh, wow, I only broke 15 bones that time.
There we go.
Alright,
Put you
I'll
up.
see you later.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna use all of my balloons
See you
for later.
tomorrow?
I wanna get as far as down
maybe.
as I can at
Sweet.
once.
Yeah, I just gotta work on the
Ready,
card.
Charlie? Watch my screen. Watch my screen. Ready?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna try to hit this card.
Yeah,
Oh,
let
I
me know
hit
what you're
it.
doing in the car. We might make it an
Pow.
adventure. So if
Yo.
you want to say something, say hi.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
I'm gonna
Wee.
work on it in the morning and yeah, if you guys
Oh, I hit my head. Ooh.
Okay, so we.
I'm about to hit level
So
2 already.
I'll let him see tomorrow if you want to make that an adventure. But we get here around like.
I got
3-ish.
50,000 money. Look at your money.
Yeah, just stop by.
Have you played this
Send me-
before?
Send me your address. And
No.
We're
I
cleaning
don't
out
think
the front
so.
yard. It's got all kinds of stuff in there.
Yo.
Pow!
So
Holy cow, that one hurt a lot.
No, I.
A triple flip.
Jason.
I got 6 dislocations.
Jason.
at once.
Ooh.
Ready? I'm gonna fall down and then. Pa! Ow.
Oh.
That would really
we did
hurt.
the driveway too.
Oh, that would really
Ooh.
hurt.
Pressure washing
In,
stuff.
in real life, yeah.
So
Does your grandpa live like?
Stages.
By,
Oh, bro, look how high we can get.
so that was before. That's
Mm.
with my tools.
Nice.
But
Pow!
yeah, I mean there's all.
Oh,
sorts
that
of
would hurt
cool
my
stuff.
hell a lot.
Yeah, like.
Rocks and.
That was a 317-foot fall.
So
But look
straight
how
out of the
high it
70s,
gets.
Yeah.
Ha!
Cool flags. And
Yeah.
Look at how high it gets.
Yeah.
I see.
Nice.
Little house you can go.
Shops.
You can't go in it, but
Yeah.
you can walk around there. But
Stages.
Sweet.
yeah, come on over.
Is that by the
You need
By Fred
25,000 for the first
Right by
one.
Winco.
For the next
Okay.
one, you mean.
Cool.
Yeah,
Charge.
it's
Ooh, I'm about to
10-minute
get my
drive from
gift.
here.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, not even.
So let me know what you're doing.
Oh, I got my
I'll
gift.
just
What is the
I'll just
gift?
text you and just let me know what you're doing, and
Show
I'll
me
see if we
the
can work that into an adventure.
I'll
No
be
promises.
I'll be there in the morning. So
Okay.
I'll get you the address and stuff.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
See you, friend.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
You had me for about 19 minutes.
Boing. Pow!
No, oh gosh.
Oh
Jason.
God, I went high.
What are you up to?
Oh gosh,
Me?
Jason, look
Yeah.
at my, look at
I'm
my
just playing
head.
WoW. What you up to,
Look
man?
at my
Oh.
head.
Playing Loop Hero.
Imagine getting exploded.
It's a game that has been
Oh god.
breaking my brain.
For a little while, I have now, haven't you?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think my guy's going to die right here. We'll see. Oh, my guy survived. Good job, guy.
Oh god, I'm gonna hit the dynamite, I'm gonna hit the dynamite.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I missed the dynamite.
Ooh.
Save your balloon right before you land. Oh god. Oh,
There we go.
I'm bleeding. This is crazy. Oh, I got 11 dislocations that time.
That's 15 fuel.
Yeah, it's a game I play whenever like, because Brohim and I are going through Grounded. I also literally today just finished Hill and Neighbor. By the way, Hill and Neighbor series I have determined is garbage.
What?
Yeah, I kind of heard about that. Like, it's had promise at the beginning, and then it just kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, and so
the
the hard part is I started it, and so I'm like, okay, I got to finish this through, and it just like, there's like 4 acts, and once you get to Act 3, you're just like, I just want to be done. I just want to be done. But like,
One of those games.
just got to push through. I just want to be done.
My head hurt.
Yeah, it just like moment by then it just felt like it wasn't very like it was very rushed and on the bottom pole, like way too like buggy.
Jason, this is about to hurt so bad. Look, Jason. Yo!
This is about to hurt so bad. Try to look at my screen. Wow! I just landed like I was sitting. My feet are broken. Try to look at
Are you playing a Dwarf Pally? If I remember right.
I was, and decided to play Hunter. Just want to turn the brain off.
You playing a Hunter? Is that what you
Yeah,
said? Oh, you want something a little bit more
just turning the brain off and just DPS.
Were you was your Pally a heal or a tank?
I was doing damage and a little healing on the side, and Pally healing is something I've never really done before. It's a little weird.
It is. Like I tried it all. I tried Pally, a little bit of Pally healing. Pally healing was definitely on the bottom of the pole, but as far as DPS, so Retribution. And PvP Retribution, especially you back then, like during Cataclysm, you had your two instant heals, so you could generally outlive any PvP sesh, which maybe felt pretty powerful. But I don't know if you PvP or not.
I never really got into it.
Yeah, I always like try to go for content, and I can find myself just get lost in PvP.
Oh gosh.
Here I go.
No, I hit the pole. Oh gosh, Jason. Look at this.
Oh, ow. Ow. Look at my screen. Look at my screen. Look at my screen. Oh,
Jason, I thought of the best on earth.
I got 10 dislocations.
Okay.
Jason, hit the point
Okay.
of the rock.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Okay.
Oh gosh! Ooh, I hit my butt. No.
Butts.
What is my body?
Okay, just send me the recipe.
Yo!
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the store.
Since you opened the browsing bots, I might as well just cook those too.
Hey, Jason!
Okay.
Yo!
I'll just send me the recipe. I'll just do it.
Oh gosh, Jason.
Boot,
I hit my head.
booty.
Oopsie doopsie.
Oh, Trevor, there's a daily gift.
Look, Jason.
So
I got a daily gift.
while I was doing a good job holding your attention.
Yeah, I play it like every couple of days.
Yeah, I think I've just decided, like, I have a bunch of games that I've been like in on my head that I want to finish, and
Beat this fish.
I just will never get to them if I play MMOs.
Oh, Jason.
Like the amount of hours I put in New Worlds or whatever, like any MMORPGs. Like it's
Yeah.
just like I will have time if I was and you know, bachelor status, but I just don't have that luxury.
Oh,
It was a it's been a reality the last couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? It's like even like the new WoW, like I knew a good few people who were getting into it, and I just had to like, is that something I want to get back into? I'm like,
I don't know. I got it from the.
I don't think it'll work
I got it
out.
from the free
So
gift in the bottom left. You're about to get the second
it
one.
was very hard. It's very hard to say no to MMO.
Oh god.
Also, Final Fantasy 14 has been looking very tempting.
I got 5.
I remember playing that for a little bit.
Boy!
Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna do that wrong.
I remember switching your server and nothing happening because
Yeah,
life-
we played a little bit, and then just nothing happened.
then life rears its beautiful, need your
Yep.
attention head.
So how's Bailey doing?
Dude, she's kicking it. She's actually sick today.
Oh,
Yeah, little goo. Yeah, it was one of those nights where I just had to sleep on the floor in her bedroom.
Like Astra David would say,
I think that's not the first time.
No, actually, like probably the first time where like the full night I had to sleep on her floor. So usually, like in the past, like if she needs, like she'll just like sleep right next to us, but Robin doesn't sleep. So it was like my way of letting Robin get sleep.
Look it. Pow!
All right, so there's the camp. I need to think here.
That really hurt.
Jason.
I think I
This
broke
is
my
gonna
leg.
hurt even more.
I think I broke my legs.
All right, got a ruin
Oh
there.
my god.
But I am slowly getting better at this game. This is one of those games like you get a bunch of cards to like put placements, and you can't just rush place things. Otherwise, your character gets overwhelmed.
Gotcha. So you have to kind of think about where you want to place things.
Yeah, it's a true
See what
think
happens.
game. It's a true to the T think game.
I think the Rockhead.
The Rock Johnson.
That's actual name.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh god.
Oh, oh,
Oh god!
oh, God.
Oh god!
Pow.
Ah, 20 bones broken. What is my face?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you could check that. Oh, I'm gonna hit the Rock head on.
All right, temporal.
Pow.
There we
Oh, ready,
go.
Charlie?
Yeah,
Double.
playing WoW, painting
Oh
dudes.
gosh!
Charlie, look at my screen, look at my screen.
How do you have like an auto clicker on or something? How do you play WoW and paint dudes?
Not at the same time.
Pow,
Oh.
pow.
I was like,
I got 7.
what's your
I got
secrets?
9 legit locations there.
What website are you downloading from?
Yeah, so bad.
How long it's going to be until your account's banned?
Oh gosh! 70 bones broken.
Justin has a story of like back when like it was like one of those like you had to have like a pretty much a mount that could float on water, and pretty much like there's ways you could do a daily quest, or you could just fish grind, and so you'll just have YouTube going on for days and he'll just absolutely mindlessly fish.
Right on the head! Did you see that? That was
Look
right
at
on
our
my
new
head.
area, Jason.
We're on the next area already?
Yeah. Oh gosh, Jason. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh,
Oh gosh, Rebecca. Oh gosh, Jason.
It's pretty entertaining just hearing Char go, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Yeah, I was listening to that. He's having a time over there.
Yeah, they're playing. This was actually pretty interesting. It's a game on Roblox called Broken Bones, where you literally yeet your character up and you try to like get as many bones broken in the game.
I see.
Oh, this one's gonna really hurt.
Jason.
But seriously, like I have like a backlog list in my brains of games that I played in my whole entire life, but I never got a chance to fully play through. And Deer Avenger is one of them.
That one really hurt.
I will play that game one of these days.
Look at my screen, look at my screen. Oh my god, I'm gonna run to the
And probably have
diamond
things go on the stream that is not
Ow, I hit the
appropriate for
Ow, Jason.
these times, but
Jason.
The fart jokes.
is that all it is? I just don't remember.
Yeah, it's been a while, but you know, there's some crude humor in there.
Oh. 10 seconds.
So what?
My next play. Jason.
Oh, sorry. Did you ride the Avalanche 3? Oh, that's what you spent your coins on. You bought the... look at my screen. Look how high up I am. And look at that rock. That's such a good opportunity.
Jason. 61
sorry.
bones broken. Oh,
Ow! 10 dislocations.
I'm about to
Oh, snap!
break my whole what's happening in my head? What?
Look at the 16th grade.
My guy's looking pretty strong now.
Not having a good run, are you?
I feel like I'm learning my lesson.
Jason!
I'm gonna see you. Ready? Look
He's
at look at
beginning
that.
to believe.
Ow!
And that's when we destroy his belief.
Ow!
The rock would say another one. Oh! What's wrong with
Oh! Oh, the cliff! I thought it was gonna be like a
Jason, what am I Help! What's wrong with my head? I had broken my head.
Oh, sorry. I've got a really good idea.
What?
I'm gonna wait to use my balloon. Oh!
Until you hit the rock? Oh god.
Bro, I think I'm gonna hit the... Sorry, with my fin. Pow! Pow! Pow!
This is way too fun. Oh gosh, Jason!
Oh my goodness.
Yo!
Oh, sorry.
Yo! Mega bone elixir!
Oh, sorry.
Mega bone elixir.
Does that mean I get so much
Oh, my bones.
The names in these games times, not just any elixir, it's a mega bone elixir. I just want to go to a pharmacy someday and order some mega bone ibuprofen or something.
Give me the bone juice.
Pow! Quadruplet split. 7 bones. I mean, 7 dislocations. 34 bones.
Jason! Oh no.
Pow!
32. Yo!
Oh,
Yo!
what is about to happen?
What's about to happen to my body?
Whee! Oh my god, my head!
Dude, this is way too much. I'm just being like, oof, 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 and you being like, no! Right?
Oh. Junie and Tony sing-along
Oh
songs have
gosh,
subscribed.
Jason!
What an interesting
Yo!
Why are we getting so
stream name.
excited? This happens
I think they sing. What do you think? I think they sing along.
I found
This random would give me a really, really good idea. I'll show you.
Are you is it like the group that you're with, they do mostly Legacy right now, right?
Bro, look at
Not
my leg.
Legacy, Sigmore.
Look at my leg.
Kind of. There's a lot of 40k players there as well, and that's kind of gone into the Sigmar.
What happened to
Nice.
my leg?
No, it's a big kind of a. It's a diverse game store. There's people that play all sorts of stuff.
That's really cool. And that's in Salem or in Silverton?
Jason.
Kaiser, yeah.
Kaiser? Okay.
They opened up I think last October, so they haven't been around for very long.
Jason, this is gonna hurt so much. Oh!
I do love the
Why the belly?
8-bit sounds in this game. Or what's it called? It's music, literally
Chiptune?
chiptunes. Yeah.
I just ran right into the wall.
Look at all CD key, the key gen days.
You bad breaker. Oh gosh, Jason!
I remember being at your house and literally just spamming the Nama Nama Yi song.
Super strong.
I have a friend who's a
Yeah, if you ever go, man, Corey's annoying. I just had to say, man, you made me like this.
Keep going.
I've learned it from you.
Jason, I found the way to break your body.
Oh, I found the way, Jeremy. You are wrong. I found the way.
Hitting your head's not the goal, Rayfus.
Pow.
Land on your stomach, perfectly aligned. 98 bones broken. Jason, I can almost find the most OP thing on Earth.
What is it?
Just wait, why is that balloon strapped to my neck? I mean, say man, amen.
Why do you think it's called
Oh.
broken bones, Charlie?
All right, Brohim, dipping in 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Panic!
Okay.
Quick, break more bones before it's too late.
He said that. Corey said that right before.
That was pretty funny.
Jason.
Huh?
What the flip am I about to
I have no idea what to tell you.
Yo!
TV when before we went to the car wash,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't seen
Good,
it since.
just-
I'm like,
Hmm.
Charlie, I just spent all my money. Watch my screen
I sent you the recipe for the
first. I spent all my gold.
Sweet.
Okay, I want you to watch my screen first.
Okay. Okay.
But,
Ah!
do what you want.
That's it.
No, I upgraded my
I put
bone
all the
breaking
spices
a
you
lot,
need on the
so I'll
counter
break
next to the
like a
stove with the
billion bones.
one piece of measuring.
Jason.
Oh,
Perfect,
this is
thank you.
gonna be so good.
Jason.
What? Oh, did you get the third ice area? How much does it cost?
60,000. Oh gosh.
I could have bought that. Oh wait, you bought the glacier
Yeah,
too?
okay. Okay. All right, Brohim, it's 5 o'clock.
What's happening?
It
Uh,
like takes like less than a minute.
That's up to Brendan. I mean, up to Brendan. That's up to older Jason.
What?
He's like, can I have enough time for another run? I'm like, no, that's up to older Jason. That's up to big Jason.
Watch this.
I'm putting the cards in your
Oh.
hands.
The power goes off right now.
The power goes. Sorry, older Jason. The older Jason says the power goes off right meow. So.
Corey, go flip the breakers. No one gets any power.
I hit my belly straight on.
All right.
And I got 26,000.
All right, let's turn things off, my friends. Your run's over. Turn things off, my
We
friend.
need to unlock this, Charlie. Yeah, that.
Hey, it's time, my friend.
I was just
All right.
looking.
All right, Asen. Love you, man. Peace.
Love